Knights Academy. Training's in session.
Before he gets back, and then we'll officially start then. But finish up. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do while shopping there? Anything in particular you wanted to look into getting, talking to people?
What are the consequences for stealing in this city?
Usually the removal of both your hands.
Oh no, never mind.
So
I like them really attached.
So
I'm gonna go to the sailor's bar.
okay.
I don't remember which one was which. The
Uh,
Ram's Head.
the Ram's Head is the rowdy one. It is well known for its shadier clientele.
Which is the one that I bought around for everyone at? Was that the Ram's Head?
You got and you got the food from the God's Guide.
That's what I thought. I'm going to go to the Ram's Head.
All right.
Ugh.
Yeah. Anybody else gonna go with him then, or?
If he says he's going to the Rams Head, then I will.
All right. What about you, Zach?
Yeah, I want to try and see if I can find any kind of work in that kind of line of business.
Well, at first sight, this building looks like the rest of the city, although inside is dark, filled with smoke and incense and the foul burning greases. A few benches line the sides of the door, and several people are sleeping. Upon close inspection, have either spent their fortune drinking or have been robbed. The room has many odd-shaped tables and chairs, some of which look very recently repaired. Where customers are huddled around or on top of tables, there is a group of well-hooded figures to the left side of the building where the only window is located. Towards the center is what can be described as a lewd, obnoxious, several drunk, and gorgeous sailors. Far to the right, the owner, a very handsome woman, sits at the chair with cats for armrests and looks almost disinterested in the chaos around her. Her husband, a very burly and dirty man, works diligently with a few others, roasting odd types of meat, which most likely came off the ships visiting. It seems It seems more opportunistic meat than quality.
That sounds about right.
So you come in, and like I said, she's disinterested. There's a few female sailors that are drunk and having a little party, basically. And he's moving back and forth quite busily. He looks up at you. Grab a seat. I'll get to you when I can get to you. As he's hurrying about with drinks.
I shall grab a seat.
Sure.
Yeah. It'll be about another 5 minutes. He'll come by with 3 ales and set them down. Everybody always starts off with this, so you can start off with it too. Is there anything else I can get for you?
That is while we're waiting. Do I recognize anybody here?
You do not actively recognize anyone. It seems like they're like you recognize him and the lady that's sitting on the cat type throne, but that's just because they were here last time. They're the owners of the bar, but
Totally fair.
so, yeah. That's the perception that you're looking for, at least. As for the rest, the cloaked individuals on the other side, they're definitely talking about some type of deal. It's hard to catch the entire conversation. They're definitely keeping it hush hush, but it's definitely shadier dealings.
Can I see them?
You can see them from where you guys are sitting, yes, but it's hard to hear them. fully.
Can I read their lips?
Well, okay, you can see them. You can't see their lips. They're cloaked. They're like obviously trying to hide themselves. They're trying to be secretive.
Can I get closer stealthily?
You certainly may try.
Eavesdrop on them? Natural 20?
You can definitely sneak up on them and listen on. It sounds like they are setting up a adventure into the desert to loot an old pharaoh's tomb. Something that is extremely illegal out here.
What's the reward for catching tomb robbers?
You're not sure. This is your first time to Zahur. You certainly can go find a guard and find out.
I want to do that. I need money. I have 6 gold pieces.
All right. Yeah, you certainly can go. You two see Zach's just like, 1 minute, guys, and disappears.
I gotta take this.
So when the guy brings out 3 ales, he puts down 2. You had a third here at one point, didn't you? He'll be back, right? It's probably restroom. Puts down the mug. That's 6 copper.
I'll get the drinks.
Would you like any of the food? I'd recommend the bread. It's somewhat fresh, only 2 days old. Little bits of mold, easy pulled off. Just got some fresh meat in. It's, well, maybe you don't want to know, but it's fresh. You look over at the spit, and it looks like... It's actually pretty easy to see. It's a giant rat that they are turning on the spit.
I mean, hey,
What time of day is it?
It's getting towards later day. You guys left in the midday, so...
So dinner?
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Gurk?
yeah, I'm game. It's dead animal.
You're like, I'm an orc. Do it. Alright, I'll bring you out some stuff. I may even have some cheese. I'll see if I can rustle up for you. You seem like a little higher class clientele than we get usually. So, he shuffles on off. You can tell he is exhausted. He has bags under his eyes that nearly reach his lips. Like he is working himself to the bone. While his wife is just sitting there.
Taking a break.
Yeah. The whole time.
On a smoke break.
Somebody's clearly in the union while the other is not.
Zach, it will not take you very long to find some of the Zahurian guard. They are very traditionally dressed. They have the, I don't know what else to call it, but the skirt, the long skirt. They are outfitted with gold armbands, and they have a headdress on that only the guards have. They do have hooked swords on their side, and they are always traveling in groups of 3.
Okay. I'll approach them.
What can I do for you? You do not look like you are around from here.
Not exactly, just passing by, business. I have a little question for you. What will the reward be for catching some tomb robbers?
Depends. What tomb did they rob?
I don't know, the tomb in the desert of the pharaoh?
There's lots of tombs in the desert.
I don't know, take your pick. Which one is most sacred? Did I catch a name?
That'd be the tomb of the current pharaoh's father.
That one.
Well, if they have actually indeed robbed his tomb, the reward is substantial.
How about preemptive? You know, they are about to rob
Depending
the
on
tomb.
what the diviners see after they do it, after they are arrested, depends on the reward. But typically for that, 100-ish gold, if it is found true.
I'll take it.
So
Let's
you
go.
Okay. Alright, so it'll be a little while later.
I asked them a few names, and where can I find them? Because I don't want to be seen with them when they go busting the door down to catch those guys.
Well, you'll have to point out the individuals. We can't just go in.
Yeah, just stealthily, you know, by the window.
We'll see if it'll work. It's finding you is easier than you finding us. Just give us your name and where we can contact you, and if there is a reward, we'll make sure it's got to you.
What the hell is that noise?
Probably my pocket knife scraping against the top of the table.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know. Because.
Because it's there.
Sure.
So
I'll tell them. I'll tell them my name.
all right. And where do they contact you? It may take a day or so.
On the other side of the country.
Other side of the country? Are you talking like Sadat?
Further. Actually, another place.
Where at then?
What's the name?
You guys are from Seaport.
Seaport.
Traders here, huh? Very
Traders.
well. What we can do is we'll do it. If you are, we'll find you through ascending, and they'll let you know what your reward is, if anything, and you can come back and get it at any time.
Awesome. And I want to sneak back in stealthily.
Go ahead and roll it. Natural one. Natural one. Natural one. That is not a natural
19.
Okay.
19.
Alright, so, it actually has to do with sound and sight, so it's kind of both, but yeah. You're able to sneak back in, point out to the guards who they are. The guards will come in, and arrest the men preemptively. Saxon and Gruck, you can give me a insight check to see if you realize what Zach is doing.
Me? No. Okay.
If you
never mind.
want to give a bluff check that they can roll against, otherwise those are totally, I'd say, fine.
I need literally a natural 20.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are
So
aware
no.
that he just totally turned those people in. So.
Hey guys.
I am going to point at a different table.
I will glare at him a little bit.
It's all strategic. Don't worry about it.
It's
There
all
are two-
what?
Strategic.
How?
Well, first of all, I'll make good with the people here, with the police, so to say, with the guards.
With the popo.
That's the first step, anyway.
You guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Alright, so now that he is here, we will come back to this roleplay in just a moment. So, last week... Sorry. Last week, we had left off with you guys having a very tense moment of a group of individuals coming up. By the way, I forgot to tell you what they refer to themselves as, because they do call themselves a name. They do refer to themselves as the Gladius Mortium. That the Gladius Mortium have shown up at your door, wanting to speak to the blue one. Vol, for you, because you were not here, You made friends with them pretty quickly because you had already been a brother in arms with two of them fighting alongside. And your character is very much about the whole camaraderie of fighting together. So you quickly went into story mode, talking to them, telling them about the adventures you've had and the great combats you've had since then, as well as sitting down and drinking with them heartily. And were blissfully unaware of most of the tension that was in the room with Saxon and Gruck and trying to figure out what was going on. It's not that you were not rolling well enough on it. You were just enjoying the camaraderie of having a time to drink and reminisce about great battles. So, they are now staying at your guys' estate for a while they are conducting an investigation for their great leader. And you found out that two of the members are actually of aristocracies. One of them being the daughter of a senator, half-daughter, not from out of wedlock, and the other one being the bastard son of the pharaoh from Zahor, Bones, the pirate, or pirate wannabe. A few things happened of just going to town and whatnot when you guys decided, hey, let's take a spontaneous trip to Rafa via the teleportation circles, which costs 50 gold if you wanted to go along with them. And they're selling magical items down there and buying new ones. So it will cost you 50 gold to go down there, but you will have a chance to trade in magical items. You have 1,000 gold that you got from the adventure that you guys were just on, as well as anything you had before.
1,000 each person, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And, it's up to... Well, you know that they traded in several magical items for some store credit as well. You're not sure how much store credit is left.
Okay.
You guys... things you do know that were bought... there was a couple defensive items bought by Zach, as well as goggles of night, so you don't have to walk around with a torch. Although I'd still recommend it, truthfully.
Hey, I got a question about that. If I cast darkness,
you can't see through darkness.
okay.
Only with the
Yeah, you have to be a warlock to see through it, and you have to have Devil's Sight.
Okay.
So those were bought. You guys have commissioned a ring for Gruck that will distract him if he goes berserk. Actually, it's technically being bought for Saxon to cast when Gruck goes berserk.
So no more go sleep.
And
Well, the idea behind that is, in the event of an emergency, Reed, somebody tries to rob him in the middle of a town and puts a knife in him.
Oh, good point.
We may not have the round or three that it's going to take for us to lower him by enough hit points for sleep to take effect.
Yeah.
And I don't want him attacking civilians.
Yeah, especially when he gets higher level like that, he's going to be more of a problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I don't want... I
Gross
love
is smiling.
Berserker's Axe.
yeah, he's just so smug about it.
Yeah. Like, I like the Berserker's Axe, but my argument is, the longer this goes on, the more likely we are that something's going to go wrong, and I want to have a contingency plan.
What about cleansing it?
it would take off the positive effects too. They're one and the
Which,
same.
yeah. And we want the positive effects.
Gruck did buy a belt that has dwarven inscriptions around it. He put it on and now can speak dwarven. He also seems a little more hardy. And tomorrow morning he has a 50% chance of having a big dwarven beard.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to have to redraw your character with a beard.
Does it? If I keep wearing the belt, does it go? Like, is there a chance for it to go away, like a 50% every day,
No,
or
no.
will it stay?
Yeah, as long as you when it grows, it's done. You can shave it,
Okay.
but it has a chance of coming back the next day, and it gets thicker every day. Till the point that it is like the big, thick beard that can be braided and all that cool stuff.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, it's like my favorite part of that belt actually. So you have a moment or two if you wanted to look into buying anything here.
I don't have a list of magical items.
Do you have the Dungeon Master's Guide? Okay, if you scroll up a little bit, let's see, which one was it? This one here. Hold on. I will paste it again. That is Magic Items by Rarity. The
Where is
price
that?
range, I just posted it. Yeah. Your price range is going to be the lower end of rare and uncommon right now. Unless you can get a little bit more gold from somebody else or use some of the store credit that you guys have, which I honestly cannot recall the exact amount, but I do believe I remember the rough amount. It's in your sheet, isn't it, Gruck?
What's that?
The store credit.
Oh yeah, I stuck it in party loot.
So you said rare and lower?
Rare and lower, yes. You will not be able to afford
So-
anything greater than that.
So I can get a Horn of Valhalla?
Possibly, yeah.
That would be cool. How about the Dragon Slayer? What does that do?
I actually was just
Or-
looking at the,
That's extra damage against dragons, like 2d6 or something.
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's not too bad.
If you're fighting dragons, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Cloak of the Bat.
Yeah, you gain a +1 damage and attack roll. It is a magic weapon, and you get 3d6 damage on damage of the weapon's type against dragons.
Nice.
And that does include dragon turtles and wyverns.
The more you know.
You also have the option of trading in any. You have several magical items on your character, so there are magic items you can trade in as well.
That's pretty cool. The Cloak of the Bat is kind of cool.
Because let's see, you have a parapet of one room closed through the hat of disguise, long sword, and 2 bracers of protection from turning. But you'll probably want to keep those.
Yeah.
By the way, something to note that you guys would actually be interested in. Like I said, there's these 2 old guys there that are serving and talking to the customers. There is actually 2 skeletons actually stocking the shelves and cleaning. One's stocking the shelves and one is like walking around dusting. Darn it.
Is that standard for Zahur, or was that Sagwan that was kind of standard?
No, that's standard in Zohar. Undead are very common here. Criminals are typically they're condemned. Like if you are a dangerous criminal, you are condemned to death, and then time served is after you die.
So I may have killed 3 guys?
A very good chance of it, yes.
Huh.
Dickweed.
Yeah. If
Terrible.
you are condemned, yeah, you're literally given up to a necromancer to be used in some ways. The apothecaries typically here are 1 apothecary and a bunch of skeletons working because they have more deft fingers than zombies. You'll see zombies on the not like everywhere, but you'll see them occasionally you'll see like a necromancer directing a crew of zombies to unload a ship. They can pick up the box movie here, you know. So, and he's making the money for it.
Is it too late to go after the guards?
Yes, it is.
Even if it's all of us.
Technically, you could all go after the guards if you want to, but let's let Vol buy his magic items first, to see if he's going to buy any magic items before you guys go try to get tussling with the law of a foreign land.
Hustling. More like making a.
I said tussle, like a fight.
Oh. Yeah. More like thinking about a prison break.
I mean, how many guards could they possibly have anyway?
In the city?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
How good can you lie, Saxon?
He just doesn't answer you.
I mean, really?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen you lying.
Exactly.
We've been together for like 3 days. I didn't.
I'm just gonna look over at Gruck.
Shrug my shoulders.
By the way, the current roleplay that's
Little
going
head
on
tilt.
while you're trying to decide here, Vol, you guys are at a rough and tumbled bar where you guys are being served very crude alcohol, and they're grilling rat. Did you want some rat, by the way? It's about supper time. It's fresh.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got a text message, so I missed like all of it because of my ringtone.
Oh, okay. I hate when that happens.
Sorry.
Oh, man. Sorry. Head cold and it's draining. You guys are at the roleplay that's happening while you're trying to decide what you wanted to get for a magic item. You guys are at the Ram's Head, which is a well-known sailor dive bar, known for its shadier instances. Like, you could see that people here are either drunk or robbed. Most of the tables look like they've been recently patched, stuff like that. They're serving, it's actually fairly good alcohol. It's very strong beer, probably hastily made. For being for the price, it's actually pretty decent. But the meat wise and stuff is not as good. They're serving slightly moldy bread and fresh meat, which you can clearly see is a rat on a spit.
If it helps, when we were here last time, I bought the booze from this place. I bought the food from a different one.
So stay away from the food, go after the drinks.
That's your choice.
I ordered dinner.
Yeah, both Gruck and Saxon ordered dinner.
I'll just stick with drink.
All right. And Zach came back and Zach disappeared for a little bit, came back, and shortly thereafter 3 guards burst in and took away 5 men that were in the corner talking.
Totally unrelated.
And that was not very believable. So
And both Gruck and I are looking at him very angrily.
They just like to be angry.
So yeah, you guys can continue the roleplay from here while he is deciding what he wants to buy. I'll just let him retroactively buy stuff.
If I wanted to buy 2 things, would that be possible?
If they're cheap enough.
Like
Everything has a
uncommon?
different price tag. That's why I'm saying. You let me know what you're thinking, and
Okay.
Theoretically, you could buy 10 things.
yeah.
I just have to have the money. I'm thinking at either
And
the
do
Horn
note,
of Valhalla.
I said, do note that if it requires attunement, you'll have to give up an item because I believe you have 3 slots of attunement already.
Richard. Okay.
Because yeah, you have the parapet of wound closure, the hat of disguise.
Yeah, but the hat didn't have Oh, it does? Jesus.
Yeah, it does. But no, he actually you have 1 attunement slot. You are no longer attuned to the Stone of Ill Luck. So.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so I'm looking at either Wings of Flying, Weapon +2, Horn of Valhalla, or Javelin of Lightning, Immovable Rod.
Like, if you're going for uncommon, you could probably get 2 items.
Okay. Or the Cloak of the Bat. Those.
Do you want to save them?
What?
No, with the others, while you're thinking.
Saxon, Gruck.
Yeah.
I was talking to you.
What?
Did you want to save them?
I mean, well, kind of, but it's probably a bit too late for that now.
Yeah, it's pointless now. You just.
I do wish you had not done that.
I mean,
Okay.
you may have well set everything we've been trying to do back 30 steps.
Sure. I walk away and I go search for something.
What are you searching for? And do they
Uh,
let you walk away?
For the
At this point, I'm contemplating throwing him out of the house.
what's it called? Do they have a thieves guild here?
Yes. There is a Thieves Guild everywhere. You will have to follow the Thieves' Can. It'll probably take you a good hour to find it, because you've never been here before. But you will be able to find it eventually.
What about guard post?
Guard posts are pretty easy to find. There's one every about 4 or 5 blocks.
Okay.
Oh, this could be awesome.
What?
Helm of Teleportation. It transports me and up to 8 willing creatures of my choice that I can see within range, or an object in range.
That is one of the items that's a little bit more pricey than 1,000 gold. Just so you know. But it is a good item. Gruck.
What?
Drumming.
Oh.
I was trying to hear him. I was like, ah. It was a good rhythm, though. And he just gave us the middle finger. He's like, more expensive, my ass. I'm done with you.
Well, alright. Somebody was bound to rage quit at some point.
Hopefully he comes back in just a second. I'm hoping it was just like a quick drop.
I thought he froze up there while he was talking.
He probably did.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, but pretty much everybody that is willing to, up to 8 creatures or an object, I can transport anywhere and to any destination that I know. So, like, it has to be known to me, and it must be on the same plane of existence, and your familiarity with the destination determines whether you arrive there successfully. The GM rolls a D100 and consults the table.
Yeah, no, I know how teleport works. I love teleport.
Yeah. So pretty much, we can go back to that temple. Like that.
Well, hopefully.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah. That particular item is a little bit more pricey. It is 2,000 gold.
Oh, never mind. I don't have it.
Well, ask the party. Like, they're there and they have. You guys do have some extra money, that is something that would benefit the party, and they may be willing to put in part of the party fund to get it.
Okay.
And by ask the
well,
party, I mean talk to your fellow nobles. Zach doesn't count right now.
well, the ones that I narrowed it down to is cloak of wings or whatever, so I can fly 60 feet. Pretty much having someone that can fly could be useful. Teleportation is another good one. Or the Horn of Valhalla, which lets me cast down soldiers from Valhalla to fight, and they're all in Berserker mode. So all three of those help the party, but I don't know which one.
The lesser Horn of Valhalla is 1,000 gold. The cloak is 1,500, and the helm is 2,000.
So the wings and the first two I can get without help. The helm of teleportation is something I would need help with. But what do you guys think would be more useful?
Just take something you like.
Well,
You like the horn, take the horn. You like the cloak, take the cloak. Take
I
what
like
you
all
like.
three of them. That's the problem.
Well, roll the die and see what you get.
I know what I would say if I was in the party, but I'm not, so. That's up to Saxon and Gruck. Boy, you two are out of it today.
I'm sorry, I just woke up.
Gruck, you okay?
Yeah, I was just thinking. I like the helm of teleportation, but I would rather it be completely bought by party loot, not partially.
I believe. Do you have enough in the party loot to buy it?
No,
What did you have
I don't
left?
think so.
What do you have left with them?
Well, we don't have enough on us right now because all we brought from party loot was
No, I mean,
the stuff that we traded.
What do you have left for store credit?
1,250, and you said it was 2,000.
Yes, but you could always come back and get it with the party.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is we make a return trip at some point for it, because I do like the idea of having it.
It does
Yeah,
require
there's-
attunement.
Right, but we could even have somebody like Ambrosia or one of the dwarves attuned to it if they didn't already have
Well,
stuff.
The only reason why I would be against one of the three of them having it is because we're gonna put teleportation circles in the house anyways. So keeping the teleportation stuff on them doesn't really make a whole hell of a lot of sense. If we're gonna be going for something like that, it makes a lot more sense for one of us to be attuned to it.
Well, also, yeah, and also if we're in a tight spot, like in a dungeon or something, we can teleport out of it. Because we're going to be the ones in the trouble, not Ambrosia.
Well, yeah, that's
Hopefully.
another.
The
That's
other
another
thing
way.
that's nice about it is if you guys, because it does let you teleport objects. You guys find like that 500-pound slab of jade like you guys had, or whatever that weight was, 400 pounds. You're like, huh, that's worth a lot of money. We don't have the space to carry it. It's back at the mansion. So
I think.
Oh, I want it now. I'm gonna say it because it's funny.
Okay.
Anytime somebody does something like what Zach just did that would upset I just send him to his room. If you're right in the middle of a dungeon, go to your room. Tell me that wouldn't be hilarious.
That would be, especially if he doesn't end up in his room.
You end up somewhere on top of the manor.
Or like in like the infernal plane.
Or inside
What? I made a mistake. My bad.
Well, I think if we're gonna buy it with party loot, then I'll just get the wings of flying.
That works.
So we already got a berserker.
Yeah, you do not need 2 berserkers.
How many things am I attuned to?
3.
Okay.
This says 2.
You're attuned to 3.
3.
Yes. The bracers of defense, the rod of the pack keeper, and the gloves of missile snaring all require attunement.
Damn.
Okay.
I mean, granted, you could sell the gloves of missile snaring, but your lover gave them to you, so.
She was a one-time fling.
So. Yeah.
Can I, like, just unattune from them and keep them in my bag of holding?
Yeah, absolutely you can.
The only problem with this is that I know you, and the next dungeon we go into, you're gonna have people just firing a metric fuck ton of missiles at me.
Why would I ever do that?
Because you're a dick.
Debatable.
But yeah, if you want to unattune them, you can. You can unattune any item and attune to a different one or whatever.
I want to keep the bracers of defense. Where's the rod at?
It should be in your character sheet there. It's the Rod of the Pack Keeper. It's under your, not under your sheet, it's under your folder. While holding this rod, it grants you a spell attack rolls and saving throw DC is increased. By 1.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, in addition, you can regain 1 Warlock spell while holding the rod per long rest
Damn it, I want all of these.
as a bonus action.
Can I just have 4,
No.
please?
There are ways to get it later in levels, but not right now.
I said please.
You can say please all you want. Unfortunately, right now, there is not a possibility for it.
Man, this whole magic word thing is bullshit.
Chloe actually almost said that same exact phrase, except for, not cursing.
It's BS.
She's a smart kid.
She got really mad because she was saying please, and I told her, no, you can't have ice cream before dinner. Please? No. Ice, please! No.
I mean, it's true. Everyone says you're supposed to say please. It's like the magic word. And then if a kid asks you as another child for something and they say please, you're supposed to fucking give it. It's supposed to be this like thing where you just get your way if you say please, and it doesn't work ever.
Yeah, but you know what they say, right? It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
That is Pink's mantra for life.
True. Like, the only people I don't want to have to ask forgiveness of are judges.
Please forgive.
Like, as long as I'm not going to wind up in court, I'm like, go for it.
All right, with that talk there done, is there? So you now have the ability to fly, Vol, once you attune to that item. Or,
How do I attune to it again? Or
it spends an hour basically working on it, and you get it.
okay, and then is there anything on my character sheet I need to do to change my flight speed or anything?
No, it's just something that happens. So
Okay, cool.
Just remember, it only lasts for an hour.
Yep. And after I'm done, it's like 1d12 or something hours.
Yep, 1d12 hours before you can use them again. So.
Yep.
It could be very useful though. So,
Oh yeah. I can walk on water, I can fly, I can do it all. Except
Batman
teleport
wishes he could do that.
that. You know Batman?
All right, so yeah, Zach disappears again after you guys were glaring at him a bit. He left his mug still. He didn't drink any, so you know there's an extra ale mug there.
Nobody's been paid for it. We might as well drink it.
Well, hang on. Never mind. Fuck that. It's late at night, right? Well, it's getting later.
It's
yes?
getting later, yes.
I'm burning a luck.
Okay. Wait,
Doesn't really matter.
you took luck?
Yeah, it's on the character sheet.
That's right. I forgot you did that. You could technically burn another one if you want.
No, it doesn't matter as much. I just thought it'd be funny.
Okay. Luck is a very good feat. It's probably one of the best feats in the game. So.
Why do you think I took it?
Sorry, just responding to Zach.
No, you're fine. Also, yeah, Grok, we may as well just drink it. Screw 'em.
Also, how's he gonna get back if he doesn't come back to you guys before you leave?
I mean,
That's
I know.
kind of on him.
Yeah, that's kind of his own problem.
Well.
I mean, no offense, like, but I'm not gonna go hunt you down. You decided to wander off. I mean, it's kind of just on you. Everybody else.
Fine, I know my way home. It's fine.
How long are you going to stick around before you head on?
I mean, I'm not like in a rush. If you're talking to me, it'd probably be nightfall or later, depending on what we decide to do here at the end.
So you guys stay and have a few good drinks, type thing.
Well, I'm planning on buying a round for the house.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, to buy a round for the house here is not all that expensive. You're talking like a gold.
Yeah, I didn't figure it would be very much.
Basically, Matt, I want to
Provided-
spend. Hang on, how much gold do I have? I'll spend 5 gold while I'm here,
Okay.
making sure to tip generously.
Okay. That works. Yeah, you guys can have a very good night for 5 to 10 gold.
And I want to start mingling after dinner.
Alrighty. Yeah, guess we'll be able to do that.
Wait, are we in that one place where Grek wanted to go?
No, you guys are actually down in Zahor. You remember where you got your magic item?
Yeah, we're in that little shop area.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
By the way, you didn't sell any of your magic items here, did you?
No.
Okay. Just so you're aware, there is going to be a tax when you leave, because you didn't bring a magic item with you to leave in Zahor.
Oh. Hold on. Well, maybe I. How much is the tax?
For that item is going to be 150 gold.
Okay, I'll leave a magic item, I guess.
What do you have? What are you gonna like? You'll get store credit, or you can actually get refunded some money. Basically, you keep some of your own gold. What are you selling to them?
My lucky stone.
You don't have it. You guys left it at the mansion.
Oh. Okay,
You mean
well,
unlucky stone?
Yeah, but I don't want it.
And they kinda said they're not taking cursed items, I think.
It's not cursed.
It's not cursed. It's special.
just let them hold on to it, and they'll realize.
Just don't touch it.
Is self-mending rope a magical item?
Yes, but it's actually a cheaper one. It'll
It's
lessen. It's a cheaper one. You need to sell it like
Hang on,
something
hang on
quality
one
or higher.
Just explain it to him.
Basically,
Hey, Melvin's hollering at me. I'll be right back.
okay. The best item you'd be able to sell is like either like your longsword +1 or like the one of the bracers that you have, the bracers of proof against turning. Those are going to be the ones that'll get you out of attacks.
You mean the wood sword thing?
Yeah.
But I like that 1d10 plus less. And I want the mask.
You could sell. You have two sets of the bracers of turning. You can keep one and
two
sell.
sets?
Yeah, you have 2 sets.
Oh, then
You
I'll
keep-
sell one set.
You can sell both of them. They're not useful to you.
Well,
Only to undead.
yeah, but he's technically at level 9 can start raising undead.
Yeah, but it's for him.
Yeah.
I know. I'll sell one. If I can find it. Where are you? I can't find him.
Don't worry. I'll worry about it. They'll give you 300 gold for that. So you can just add 300 gold to your thing, basically, that you would have had credit to put towards the other. So you wouldn't have spent 300.
Okay. Now I'm okay.
Whoops.
They say that it will take like 1 or 2 days, right? Till
Yes.
they process everything.
Yes.
So I have a lot of time, right?
Technically.
Technically. I like technically. It sounds promising.
While you guys are meandering about the, and by the way, Zach, the ram's head is up here. Like
Can you
Thieves
ping
Guild-
again, please?
the Thieves Guild
Okay.
is up in this area here, in that general area. They took them down here. It is inside a fortified area, where the Pharaoh's guard actually live, and the guard for the city. It is the only area of the city that is, the city itself has walls around it, but the walls here are actually larger than the city walls.
Huh.
And the Pharaoh, when he is here, actually lives on this island, and the only access is through there. So this area here is very well guarded. So, while you guys are at the bar, meandering about a bit, a lady will actually come up, and she will sit down at your guys' table without saying anything. This is shortly after you have bought the round for the entire room.
Okay.
Shortly after you bought the round of the entire room, this lady will come up and sit down. She has cornrows that are pulled back into like a giant ponytail. Boots that come up past her knee. She is wearing a corset. She definitely has kind of the look like she's a sailor about her. She's a little more gruff and tumbled. A couple tattoos. She has a rapier at her side. And she just sits down at your guys' table and just kind of looks at you all. And then just starts drinking the drink you guys gave, that you guys bought for, well, everybody, but she has one.
Good evening.
Yeah, you're not the one I need to talk to. And she looks at Vol.
She said what?
Saxon said, "Good evening," and she goes, "Yeah, you're not the one I need to talk to, but good evening." And looks right at you, Vol. I have a message for you.
Oh yeah.
Watch out for the crossroads. You're being deceived. And with that, she stands up, still drinking, and just kind of wanders off to another table and sits down.
Crossroads.
Make a knowledge religion check for me.
Can I do the same?
You sure can. Actually, anybody that has religion can. That's there. So, Zach, you can't.
Yeah, I'm doing something else.
Gruck, Vol is not aware of this, unfortunately. Gruck, however, you are aware, and I don't know why you're not aware of this, Vol. It was a 10 BC. Your goddess.
Because he rolled shitty?
Yeah, your goddess is the goddess of the undead, Lord of the Crossroads. Hecate is known as the goddess of the Crossroads. Every time you've met her, it's been at a crossroads.
And I'm being deceived, according to this sailor.
That's what she said, and she got up and walked away.
How?
She's still in the room. You can still go talk to her.
Do you need a distraction?
Yes.
Well, time for me to go to work.
Well, I remember the one other time that we made a distraction in a bar. I thought it was kind of fun.
Would you like to come to work with me?
It depends. Am I going to get to hit you some more?
When that loads in,
I
that's
was-
what she looks like, by the way.
Hang on.
I don't know why it's not loading.
Oh, yeah, and I'm touching the earring. Like, what kind of distraction?
She appears to us in Braille.
Yeah. Hold on.
Gruck, what's your intelligence?
Slightly above average. It's a 13.
I say we both roll for this one then.
I mean, because, like, I've got a thought as to what I would say right off the bat.
I would like to know, Mr. Foss,
I'm listening.
does this seem like the kind of place that would, because if you remember the last time that we did this, where we started a distraction, and then promptly caused a fight in the bar, and then started buying rounds and having a good time for the remainder of the evening, you know, we were able to join all of the other patrons in, mostly because it was a dwarf bar. Does this seem like that kind of place, or is it going to be more of a challenge?
No, this could definitely be that way. Considering how many... The only piece of furniture that is obviously not damaged is the one that the owner is sitting in. There are obvious damages everywhere else in the bar, but that is the only spot that is not damaged.
I feel like I have an excellent way of going about this.
So there you go. She's uploaded now. You can see what she looks like.
Yeah. Don't worry, I've already been looking at it.
So
I feel like I've got an excellent way of going about this, and I think I'm gonna stand and in your head, Saxon, you're gonna hear, "I got this," and I will proceed to push our table towards the side, and then I will push another table towards a different side, and just start kind of clearing out an area.
this is the first time you see her just go from like to, and she starts
Who's that?
watching the owner. She's been disinterested
Oh, okay.
in everything happening, but she finally is paying attention. And you hear the bartender. He looks up. Oh dear. And he goes over and he starts helping pull tables away quickly because he realizes exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Once the tables
And
are
as-
more or less moved.
As he's pulling things away, he will look at you. All wagers go through me.
Fair enough. I'll cover damages too. And, once he makes his way out of the circle, then I'm just going to shout at the top of my lungs, "Ladies and gentlemen, I require entertainment." And I will raise my fist.
You're saying that like removing your breastplate, tossing it to the side, cracking fists. There is a couple sailors that will step up and very gladly join you for entertainment. The bartender is calls out the odds really quickly because apparently the two of them are going to fight you at the same time. And
Whoa! I'm gonna look at Gruck, and in his head, he's gonna hear, "You got this, or you want assistance?"
We'll see how it goes. It's going to be fun either way.
Okay.
He calls out the odds. 2-1.
You'll hear in your head. Sorry, Matt. You'll hear in your head, Saxon. Keep an eye out for a blade.
Well, yeah.
Just in case they decide to be shitty.
2-1 in whose favor?
That the orc will win, aka Gruck.
And how many people are taking this bet?
A couple. You see, most people are betting on the bandits or the sailors because they know them.
How much is what I'm looking for?
About 5 or 6 silver has been bet so far. They're not exactly wealthy people here. You know, these are everyday folk.
I'm gonna walk up to the bartender. I'm gonna look him dead in the face, and I'm gonna say, "How much can the house cover?"
If you're looking to bet against, which one are you wanting to bet against?
Well, I don't know these sailors, but I've seen him in action, and I'm fairly certain he's got it. There's only 2 of them.
For bets, we only have about 100 gold on hand at any given time, so I'd request half that so he keeps them on hand.
Done.
So how much are you betting on him then?
I'll put 50 gold on him.
Okay. Yeah, so the sailors, they step up. Pretty excited for this combat here. Let me pull up their sheet.
Oh, wait. Okay, before I do that, standard rules apply, fists only, no weapons, no magic?
There was no rules set, but that's assumed.
That's like, I'm making sure that that's kind of an assumption that's generally believed.
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay. In your head, you'll hear, if anything, no rules have been stated. If they pull a blade, use magic.
Yeah.
It's, however, assumed it's usually fists. And I'll go, yeah, okay, 50 gold.
All right.
I actually hope I lose.
So
If
yeah.
we win, we're having a hell of a night, because I'm putting it all back into the bar.
Yeah. It will be a hell of a night, and you probably will actually not go home till the next day. They'll step forward. Give me an initiative roll. And Zach, I'll get to you in just a moment. Let's see. That's not a good one.
Well, ladies first.
Wow. I forgot.
Yeah.
No,
Well, I mean, 21 chances.
Well, they are
it wouldn't
21,
matter.
so-
Jesus Christ, man. Hopefully you're burning those out now.
Jeez.
Otherwise,
right,
I'm
so-
taking Gruck to the hospital.
Did you take your armor off?
The breastplate, yeah.
Okay. So basically, your AC is your dex plus 10.
Don't even get a little bit for having like the arms covered.
No.
Well, all right. But it's an easy AC for them to hit then.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. Their AC's 11, so you should have a very easy time to hit it too. All right, so they are going to. The first one goes to punch you, and you dip out of the way of that one as you dip right into the fist of the other one, coming up with a nice little uppercut. As he does catch you cleanly in the jaw for a total of 2 damage.
Can I just say, Mr. Foss, 3/4 of your rolls in this combat thus far have been nat 20s.
That's okay. They're gonna if they rolled all nat 20s, they still probably won't be that much of a challenge for Gruck.
Okay.
Gruck, it's your turn.
Does he need to make a wisdom save?
Oh yeah, you do.
This is going to turn into a bloodbath.
You know Bull is within 10 feet of you.
I mean, do they really count as hostile creatures, though?
Yes.
Well, okay, fair enough.
I mean, he wants to
caught you
back
off guard. Okay, Bull is near you, though, so you have his +3.
Oh,
So
well, then I make
exactly
it barely.
50.
So, now, if Bull walks away at this point to go talk to the chick, he will not be in your range anymore. It is your turn.
I am going to hold on to Vol and be like, you will have your distraction. Wait.
Because you can see, like, a little flash in his eye for a moment. They caught you unaware. That was a good hit, and you could feel your orc blood giving into this and becoming very gleeful at this moment as you get to take your turn.
Oh, also, good call, Zach. This would
But
be hilarious.
for just a second, you remember Vol's smile, and all becomes fine again.
Yeah.
But what do I even? It's just D20 plus strength, right?
No, actually, it is.
Fisticuffs?
It is your normal attack roll, basically, because you have proficiency with your fists.
He does?
Oh, so I get the proficiency bonus plus the strength.
Yeah, as long as the other person is unarmed, yes. In a fisticuff fight, yes, they do.
Okay,
And they're all what? 1d4?
So you have. No, it's a D, just 1 plus your strength.
Oh. Okay.
I'm putting it in here real quick. That way I don't have to type it all the time.
I understand. I did the same thing. All right. Yeah. So you'll just come across with a good that will hit. Your first one will hit. Were you using a war priest charge for the second attack?
Yeah, I've got 2. I'm gonna burn those.
So
Make it non-lethal damage.
well, technically, the first you can only burn 1 a turn, so you have to wait till the next turn for the other one. But I'll save that as your next attack anyway. Unless you're not wanting to use the 8 plus the 4.
I'm confused. Oh, no, that's the wisdom save.
Oh, okay. All right. So your first hit, you'll miss. The second hit, though, you will bring it in and get a good clean hit on the guy. His face turns, his whole body. This is the one that actually did hit you, and you can see some blood splatter across the floor. This is where people start to get much more rowdy and interested. You see people starting to bet again. They're wanting the better. They want to make money if they can, so they're betting against Gruck still because this looks like a good fight to them.
Matt, can I take this opportunity to look over at the bartender, put a gold piece on the table, and say, "A round, please"?
Yes. You'll be able to just you flip a coin to him type thing, or you just lift it up, set it on the thing, go round for everyone, and go right after the fight. You can tell he's a little interested.
Are there glasses?
What the
behind the bar?
There are some glasses behind the bar, yes, but most of their mugs here are actually wooden.
Okay, are there wooden glasses as in cups, mugs?
Yes.
Is it a cask?
There is a cask, yeah. That's how he's getting it. So what, are you just gonna like reach back and do it?
I'm just gonna ask if I might. You know,
yeah.
if you would mind.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna hop behind the bar and I'm gonna start filling up glasses.
All right.
The first one is gonna get slid in front of him.
He takes it gladly. All right, they come back at you again, Gruck. You're ready for dodging back and forth. First one gets a little jab in at your stomach for a point of damage. The other one will come across and get you just a little bit in the jaw, 1 damage. At this point, they're not critting you, so I'm not going to make you roll a wisdom check on that one. Like, it was that clean hit that caught you off guard. Now it kind of feels like you're, fist fighting with a kid. It's just like, oh, that's cute.
That's false, because, for example, I have a -1 on damage if I will fight with him.
Okay, Zach would be doing no damage if he punched you.
Zach is actually going to heal me if we have a fist fight.
Actually, now,
Zach is like when me and Gary used to fight.
yeah. In all actuality, though, you do a minimum of 1 damage if you hit, so you'd still do 1 damage. All right. Your turn, Gruck.
Oh, I'm all smiles, and I'll keep attacking the same one first.
Bam! He hit, and he's a little woozy upon that hit.
And I will go after him again.
So you bam, he's woozy, starts kind of falls forward. You step forward, you grab him around the chest, pick him up, and you just like slam him on the ground. He is completely unconscious, blood splatters a bit from the impact, and the other guy steps back, a little nervous now. But he's not going to back down. It's still personal honor at this point. So he tries to get in there and to get a good hit, and he does. He gets a good clean hit on you for another point of damage.
Such a good hearty teenager here. My turn?
Yep.
My
We're
turn.
fighting commoners, dude.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
You could send it to.
So you just and he
Or-
he's still standing. He's going to be able to take a good 3 punches before he goes
Mark.
down.
Kind of good at introducing.
Well, I'm out of charges, so it's going to be 1 per now.
Oh, I know. He comes back at you with another hit.
Okay.
He swings, and you just kind of lean back a little bit. The fist goes right in front of you. You almost feel a little bad. He's looking a little disheartened.
This whole thing reminds me of this, by the way.
What if I should try to make this a little better and go for a grapple?
That could work.
we got.
I think I will. I'm going to go in for a grapple. I'm going to put him in a headlock.
Oh, dude, I haven't seen this movie in forever.
It just reminds me of this thing.
Dude,
Really.
I miss Jerry Lewis. He was such a great actor.
I mean, she wants to get really technical. Summer starts June 21st. And that would be her whole summer, pretty much.
Yeah, it pretty much is going on like that. That's a good video. All right, so
Also, well done, dude. Like,
To know
good
Jerry
callback.
yeah.
I only ever saw one movie with Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, and I don't remember what the name of it was. It was black and white. They were both in the Army. I know that was the setting, but I couldn't tell you what the name of it was. It was the only movie that my parents had, but I used to watch it all the time.
Jerry Lewis in the Army doesn't narrow it down too much.
No,
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't.
kind of what I was trying to think to
I'm
myself.
just trying to think of
like,
which ones Dean Martin was also in, but I'm not very good with movies and names, so. Anyway.
Back to the onslaught.
Athletics to go for grapple.
You absolutely can.
Going for a headlock.
That's not supposed to be a D22. It's supposed to be a D20 plus 2. Yeah, you were able to get him in a headlock really easily.
When does school start?
He tries to break free. Give me an athletics.
Ooh.
Actually, that should have been a +3, but I did athletics rather. He's trying to strength break.
Oh.
He's able to slip out of the break. You get the feeling, Vol, that this is a good time for you to be able to slip away. Vol's under control. You can see that now.
Okay.
And we can keep rolling in the background. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll Gruck while I start role-playing with Vol.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to punching.
I'm just kidding.
He takes the damage and tries to grapple you to the ground. Like, he takes it and he tries to football tackle you. And actually doesn't knock you to the ground, but he does get a good grapple. You will actually have to break free.
We'll attempt to do so.
Gets a good grip on you, and he's flipped around. He's now on your back. Like, legs wrapped around you and you're like... you have no idea how he got back there.
I am just gonna start laughing
The crowd,
so loud.
The crowd is roaring with excitement. People have been coming in from the street because of this. They've been hearing the commotion and they're coming in to see what's going on. And you know what? Just because you shared it, people are cheering, Jerry, Jerry.
No.
Double reference there for you. All right. So this little Spider-Man's gotten on your back. What do you do?
Warm it up.
He's on. Oh wait, no, it's his turn.
Yeah.
He's there. He brings an elbow into you for another point of damage. Have you seen Dragon Ball Z, Gruck?
A lot of it, not the newer stuff.
I'm talking. This is very beginning of Dragon Ball Z.
Then yeah, most likely.
Okay. Do you remember Tien? I think was his name, or Yen? I don't know. The guy that played baseball in the very beginning.
Yamcha.
Yamcha. Yeah. Do you remember that fight that happened on the baseball field? How he's like prancing in, all excited.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of where you're at right now, Gruck. Like, you are giddy with excitement. This is just a fun fight.
Yeah, I was not expecting anything much, and this guy is proving to really do well. I'm liking it. I suppose I'm just going to go straight to break free. Unless, can I stand with him still on my
Oh,
back?
you are standing with him on your back.
Oh!
Like, you're standing and, like, he's, like, behind you, trying to pull you down. He just doesn't actually have the physical strength to pull you down, but he's kept you grappled.
Okay, no, that's entirely perfect then, because I'm going to jump as high as I can and just everything right onto my back.
Give me an athletics check to see how high you can jump. All right, you're able to jump up, flip around, and coming around in the back. He's going to have a chance to try to avoid this. As you're doing that, he lets go and just pushes. You go to the side, and he comes down next to you. You will take a point of damage from the fall.
Dude, I want to hire this guy.
And you can see like the panic in his eyes, but he panic and excitement at the same time. You know, he's got blood coming out his nose, a little bit out of his mouth. He's bruised from the places you've hit him. Like he's on his last leg, and he's still trying.
Oh, he is scrappy as hell. I like him.
While you're on the ground, he does attempt to grapple you again. You are prone. Is there any fun rules for prone while you're on the ground? Like any strength
Advantage, the attacker has advantage if he is melee.
So, but
On
does that
attacks.
count for a grapple, or is that just
That's what I'm
when
looking
you're
to see.
standard attacking?
Any type of attack, I think. And grapple is an attack.
I'm going to give him hidden advantage on grappling you this time. So
That
he
seems
will
reasonable.
have a 17 athletics versus your
I think Saturday.
10. He gets on
I'll
and
look
gets
for
you grappled, pinned to the ground. Like, he has your back to the ground. People are putting bets on Jerry still. You have a couple little bruises for him, and they're not too bad.
Dude, I'm gonna start cheering for this guy. No offense.
No, absolutely. I'm gonna try to muscle him off of me so that I can try to stand.
You're finally able to shrug him off, pushing him away from you. You both stand up, facing each other. He, let's make this a little fun. He jumps off of a table. Let's see how, yeah, he jumps off a table and is coming down at you with a punch, like 300 style. 19 to hit. Will come a good clock across your face for a point of damage.
The urge to just go to sleep.
I'm surprised.
Jerry!
I'm surprised you're not over there like, heal, Jerry, heal, Jerry, heal, Jerry.
No, like, honest to God, I think it would be so much fun. He comes down with that clock, go to sleep.
You could cast that on Gruck if you want. How many hit points do you have left, Gruck?
A little better than 50.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
That belt has helped out a lot.
Yeah.
Just because.
Can I heal Jerry?
You can. Gruck will be able to see you are.
I don't care.
Yeah, you can healing word him.
I'm gonna go for another grapple because I haven't broken anything yet.
All right. You see him.
Oh.
You go to grapple him. He just steps out of the way and kind of like pushes you past him, like almost Grandmaster style. Just boom, box you on the back of the head as you do so. And as he does, you can see his wounds fade.
Also,
people are cheering.
Wait, healing word only works on one person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a level 3 spell for more than one person.
Damn it!
No.
I was totally gonna wake up the other guy too.
As you pass, yeah, that little bulk of the head will be a point of damage. Bam! He's starting to get some confidence.
I'm totally cheering for Jerry.
And he is, and I don't like. Well, I mean, I like it, but I don't like it. I'm gonna punch him again.
He's like, yeah, boom. All right, that was a good impact. So you do get a good square punch right in the face, and you can see that you definitely broke his nose with the impact. But he is still conscious because somebody healed him. As he goes to grapple you again. And here's where you're going to counter it. Everything's going to turn downhill for him. Well, again, you guys are like sitting there like holding on to each other, trying to, knock each other down at this point. You guys are both engaged in a grapple, but neither one of you actually have the advantage on it.
I will attempt to press the advantage on the grapple.
You're able to finally get it, and bam, you take him down to the ground. He tries to weasel his way out of it.
Ooh, that probably won't matter.
He's a greased little pig, dude. Yeah, he just whoop, right out from underneath it. The blood from that last impact lubricated his body a bit, and he was able to slip out of your grasp. You can again. He just.
Yeah, me and this guy are getting drunk tonight.
Are you kidding? This guy's getting hired by you guys, I'm pretty sure.
You damn right he is. I'm offering him a job. We're getting our first guy. And you know what? This is tryouts from now on. Because this is awesome.
Yeah, keep going. I will get to you after this, Zach, and then I will come back to Vol's roleplay.
Let's see. Is it his turn or mine?
Your turn, because he just slipped out of the grapple.
Okay, I'm going to punch him in the stomach. I want to try to take some of that wind out.
You get a good boom. Spits some blood on you. He looks up at you with a smirk. You can tell he's definitely enjoying this fight. He's gonna, while your fist is still there, he's gonna try to come up with an uppercut into your jaw.
Ooh.
Able to do that with a good point of damage. This guy's actually gonna get a character sheet after this.
And his name had better fucking be Jerry.
It is. It's Jerry.
Good.
His name is Jerry. Jerry is becoming a legendary. All right, Gruck.
And yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go with an uppercut in response.
All right, so you step back, bam, you uppercut it, and I'm talking like Street Fighter style. His body lifts up, limp, as he falls back onto the ground unconscious. People are cheering even though they lost money.
I'm going to look at the bartender. I'm going to tell him, give me my 50 gold back. The rest of it, the house drinks tonight. Whatever's left over is yours.
He nods.
And then I'm going to go heal both guys. And I'm going to hoist, even though I'm weak as shit. I'm going to tell Gruck to hoist Jerry up.
Yeah, if you approach the other guy first and start healing, then I'm gonna.
No, I'm starting with Jerry.
Okay, then I'll heal the other one while you're doing it. And then yeah, Jerry's gonna get hoisted. He just put up a hell of a fight.
Now, question: did you guys name yourselves? What is your group called? Because you could just be like the newest member of.
I mean, first you should see if he wants in, and if he does, then yeah, we should figure out.
So we'll come back to your roleplay in a minute. I'll give you a chance to think. Zach, you get to down there. You're scouting around a bit. There is only one entrance into that area, and it is a very large gate. They stand up very high. There's 3 tiers of guards. Literally, there's the guards. There's 4 guards on the bottom that are inspecting everybody going in, and then there are guards above them watching with crossbows at the ready. That's the only way in or out of this area. It is a very, very well guarded area. You can get in very easily. They just inspect you and let you in. The Pharaoh is not here right now, so people are allowed to come and go as they wish.
Oh, so I can just waltz in?
Yes, you can. I mean, they take your name and stuff as you go in. But you are allowed to go in. Getting them out, however, is going to be next to impossible. That route.
Huh. Well, I want to see them first. So I'll just go in. Because I can, apparently.
Did anybody have... well, actually, it's the 3 of you that are picking the name. Gruck, do you like the name? I think you were the one who invented it, weren't you?
Yeah, I was looking it up because I remember there was a name everybody had been like, yeah, I like that.
All right, the God's Arm.
Yeah, that works.
So you'll get in there. Unlike most of this town so far, which has been very random on the layouts, very crooked corners, stuff like that, this is very structured, very square, very formulated. This was designed. The rest of it just happened.
Okay.
There are most of the people in here. There is a few people that aren't guards. There's a few traders and whatnot are coming in, dropping off things, whatnot. A few tourists, as it were. However, most of the people here are military.
Can I try to find them?
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
16.
16? Alright, you're able to find out where they would have taken them. There is a location called the Diviner Square,
Okay.
and that's where they are at. It is... Most of the buildings here don't have actual doors. They're very open. It's very airy here. If they have a door, it's more of like a cloth. It's a very secured area. This particular area where the Diviner Square is much more... Yes, you do. Go ahead and take your break real quick, Pink.
Cool. I'll be right back.
It's a much more open square. It has a tarp over it. There is several cages, and you can see the group of 5 people that you turned in are in one of those cages. There's a total of maybe about 15 people here, 16 people, somewhere in there. You're not counting exactly, that are in cages. And there are 5 mages in a star formation around the outside. They're floating just above the ground, cross-legged sitting. Spellbooks open before them, floating just in front of them, and they are chanting low and draconic casting spells.
Can I tell what they are chanting?
Give me a knowledge arcana. You can tell the words, but it just to see if you can tell what they're doing.
14.
14. They're casting things like clairvoyance, scries, divinations, stuff like that. You okay, Vol?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're just long day?
No, I'm just relaxing.
Okay.
Can I talk to them?
The mages?
The guys that are...
They are in the center area of it. There's a little wall that goes around. The only places that are open are where the mages are sitting. You could walk by a mage to get in there if you wish, but you don't see anybody going in there.
I don't want to go in. I want to just go get close enough to talk to them.
Okay. People will see you doing it. That there is no way to stealth up there to do it. But you could get close enough to talk to them.
Well, yeah, I don't want to stealth. I just want to talk to them.
Yeah.
Does anyone try to stop me?
No.
Okay, I look at them and say, "Hey, guys."
They look at you.
How?
Hey.
How would you like some work?
Because I've been sick. Any of the days that you have it, you couldn't go to school.
Pretty sure there's not going to be work for us in the future. Unless we are commanded to do so by the benevolent person that resurrects us.
Well, with that attitude, of course, not. Do you or do you not wish to get some work?
I would love to remain alive.
Awesome. I go away.
Alright.
I'm going back in the square where I see as many as possible people.
Alright. Yeah, you'll find a lot. There is a good... Like you said, it's mostly the military. You'll find some off-duty military people there. That's about the most you're going to find in this area.
Where is the most populated one?
It's just a square near the entrance.
No, I mean in the city.
Oh, in the city?
Yeah.
That would probably be up by the Temple of the of the Gods of the Delta. Temple to the Gods of the Delta, sorry. So up here.
How populated will that one be?
Extremely. It's religious people coming and going a lot. It will take you an hour and a half to get there. This is a very large town.
How many would I be able to take with me?
Well, what do you mean?
I wanna cast my rod of rulership.
Oh, jeez.
And I want to know how many can I take with me, because I want to make something like a revolution going on.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So if I get, I'll become a legend here. This will be awesome.
You guys can't leave Zach unsupervised, right?
It's 120 feet range. Everyone I can see.
You're
Cool. Yeah. I doubt going to.
Alrighty.
for weekend.
Wow, 120-foot range.
Yeah.
And then that won't change anything else.
Oh, geez, hold on a second, math.
Change anything.
Is it a lot?
Doesn't now change the.
Yeah.
Let's see that I just have a lot of people.
You have a lot of people, and
Would we say that it's a small army?
I would say this is a small army, yes. However,
Awesome.
what are you commanding them to do?
Follow me?
Just pick her up in the morning and then
They'll
get
follow.
back right away.
You have a... You know what, let me just...
You don't want to change anything here because we're off.
Well, things just escalated quickly.
Yeah, things did escalate quickly here.
Can I go by the
You have
pub on my way back?
140 people following you at the moment.
Awesome. I'm going to get near the pub, right? On my way to the fortress.
Yeah, you do actually pass by it, yes.
I want to ask Gruak to come with me for a little while. I want to make sure that I have someone who can dispel the cage if it's magically locked.
You stick your head in there, and you see, like, there's this fight ring and a bunch of sailors, and you can see Gruak sitting on a chair on top of a table near the ring, and there's another sailor sitting next to him, and you can tell that Gruak is about 10 sheets to the wind. He is so drunk, you're pretty sure he doesn't even remember he can cast spells.
Even with his resistance to booze?
Yes.
Jesus. Well,
There's
I
just
guess
50 gold put into buying all the liquor they can, and liquor costs 2 gold a cup.
How
or
much
2
can you
copper.
drink in 1 hour?
Sorry, 2 copper a cup.
I asked the guys that I have with me, anyone know magic? Maybe I have a priest?
A couple have minor magic stuff with them, but nobody has dispel magics with them.
What kind of magic? Because it can be useful.
Cantrips mostly, and you have a cleric, and there's 3 clerics that are basically level 1 clerics. Well, not even level 1. They're acolytes that have some cantrips, and a apprentice mage in there that also has a couple cantrips and shield.
She said that
Awesome. Okay.
that I can't have that week because
Are you guys the type of people that leave their friends behind?
I mean, we never have yet.
No, not you. I'm asking my people. I have my people.
No, none of them seem to be the kind of person that leaves friends behind.
What I wanted to
We are looking here at some friends that need help. All you guys need to do is create a distraction. Can you guys do that for me, please?
What kind of distraction?
Yeah, it's just the summer.
Just make sure that no one is paying attention to our friends.
Yeah, they'll be able to do that. That's not.
Nope.
There is probably 20 people that seem to be confused right now, looking around, and they just kind of wander off.
Okay. No one needs to get hurt. Just distracted, you know.
Okay. Another 2 or 3 people leave at that one.
They wanted people to get hurt?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. I don't want a bloodshed. I just want a distraction.
So yeah, you'll be able to go down. They will. Where do you want them to cause the distraction?
Can I have a more detailed explanation of the layout? Please.
The diviner's place is actually over in here. Come on. Oh yeah, I'm on that.
Okay, let's take it this way. Which will be the best way to utilize them, basically?
Well, you want to get as many guards away from that place as you can. You could do it right there and just have chaos reign there, where they have to get people coming in and breaking up like a riot, basically. That would be one
What
way.
about? Do you think that will get the mages as well?
Well, you could tell them to disrupt the mages. That'll definitely get the guards there.
6 to 6 here.
Okay.
So yeah, they move in. You kind of go in with the group, slide away as you guys get closer to the place. And these 5 mages get bombarded by over 110 people, just like shaking them, trying to wake them up, distracting them, keeping them from trying to cast. The mages come out of their trances like almost.
While they are distracted, I'm
for
going.
help.
I'm going to pick the lock.
It is a
In that-
not magical lock. You're good on that one.
It's a very big crowd around me right now, right?
Oh God, yes.
So they are basically not able to see me.
Right. The 5 people can see that you are picking the lock on their cage.
You guys are really lucky, and you work for me by now. I have something in mind for you guys.
All right. So you will be able to get them out without a problem. It's a fairly decent lock, so give me a roll on that one. But there's no chance of you being caught doing this right now.
24.
All right, yeah, you're able to pick their lock without a problem. You're okay. Get the lock open and sneak them out.
I take 50 people with me,
Okay.
and I let the rest just distract them.
All right. Half of you keep distracting. Half come with me.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Where do
when we get outside, we start dissipating, right? Basically, as we see side streets, we're starting to break the group.
Okay, so you're gonna like charge
One by
the
one,
gate.
one by one.
You're
Yeah.
charging. Okay. It does take a minute or so to get up to the gate. By the time you get there, word of the little riot has spread, and guards are starting to come out in force. You get to that point. There is a line of 10 guards. It's 5 wide, 2 deep. That are blocking the entrance, facing the inside. Weapons
Okay.
drawn, shields at the ready.
How tall is this? Only 10? I have 50 people!
Yes, you do.
Not gonna remember who's over there.
I just ask them to distract them any way they can.
About 10 people snap out of the charm at
Okay.
that part. But 20 of them just bull rush straight forward, while other
We
ones
follow.
start
We
grabbing
follow.
rocks and throwing it,
We follow.
starting a little bit of a riot here.
As it breaks out, we follow.
All right. You are able to break past. Give me a stealth check. And this is going to be at disadvantage. It's not with your sight thing. It's something else based. So. Not bad.
21.
All right. So you're able to get 4 of those 5 people that you just rescued. One of them will get caught in the
Okay.
thing as you're getting through.
Sacrifices.
But the leader, the one you had talked to, and everybody, you're able to get out, and yourself. You look back to seeing just about every one of those people getting killed that you just had charmed. But you're
Did I
able to get away.
murder?
So, you're about halfway back to the ram's head, heading back that direction, when a guard, well, you'll hear a town crier start putting out that.
By the way, when we're going back to the ram, I want it to be just me and the guys.
Yeah, I figured at that point.
Yeah, and we're trying to go stealthily. No.
The sun is setting at this point. The town crier is going to be walking around, one of them. Martial law is in effect. Prisoners escape. Riots happen at the can't remember what it's called. Fort Delta. Martial law is in effect. Prisoners escape. Right, it's happened at Fort Delta.
So from
I am
Friday,
going straight to the point
That's
that we came from,
my
that we
weekend.
teleported from.
my week would
You
end.
will not be
would
able
be
to
when
get
Christmas
in
starts
there
anyway.
without Grook.
Memorial
Oh,
Day weekend,
fuck.
6 p.m. Friday.
I don't think Greg might have read this. It's not
And
gonna
that
be.
weekend that school starts, it would
Yeah,
be
you're
your
not a member of
weekend.
the Mystic Sanctum, so
What do I need to do to become a member?
you have to take a test, basically. Prove
It's too late
loyalty,
for
give a
that.
donation.
No, the week.
I barge into the
And your weekend.
into the place.
Into the Mystic
Into
Sanctum?
into the drinking place where they
Oh,
are.
okay. So, Saxon, Grook is too far gone. I'm assuming your character is staying more, not, like, at least not sober, but not intoxicated, knowing how Saxon works.
And I am regaling the crowd. If you would like a performance check, I will give you one.
It's gonna be funny.
With
It's just-
stories of
like that Friday
the
is
past
day-
adventures of Gruk the Mighty Orc.
Okay. Yeah, roll a
No, it's 25th of May.
roll a performance at advantage, and also roll a perception check after that.
Closed that day. Because we're going to close one Friday.
Yeah, but she's just gonna go get her on her break and take her to Lucas.
Holy crap.
This is definitely a work for so long.
Yeah.
Roll it again. I'm curious if you get another really good roll. Because it was an advantage. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah. The whole bar is cheering for Gruck the Mighty. And
Like a
you notice Zach burst in with a couple of the people that he had sent to prison earlier.
Talk to Andy about.
I'll wait until Todd.
But, like, he burst in and quickly, like, him and the four people move and, like, assimilate into the crowd quickly, and he keeps glancing back at the door.
I go slowly to Saxon.
And we're going to come back to that roleplay in a second, because I have to do Vol's first to catch up to where you are.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, panic the
Alright,
fuck
so
right
Vol,
now.
during the fight, you're able to slip away again.
Okay.
During the whole grapple back and forth. And you're able to go talk to her if you wished.
Yeah.
So,
And am I able to catch up with her pretty easily, or she knows?
oh yeah, no,
she's coming?
she just went to another table and sat down.
Okay. Well, I sit down and start talking. I ask her, "How do you know me?"
Not like a
You can
hello
reveal
or
to me?
Well, we already had the hello and whatever. She didn't really say hello either. She just sat down, and then she's like, "This guy."
no. I remember.
Let's say that my boss has taken interest in you and wants to make sure you remain alive and on your path.
And how do you know that I am involved with the Crossroads?
My employer is wise beyond your understanding. He sees into a great many
So-
places and has seen what is happening. And he wants you to actually achieve your goals.
So, can I meet your boss or your employer?
Someday, perhaps. But my employer tends to only reveal himself when absolutely necessary. But I will say that he and Hades have also had issues in the past.
Well, Hades has had issues with a lot of people, I'm sure. You know, he's not really a well-liked guy, even amongst the fellow gods of Olympus. But it's really hard for me to take advice full-heartedly from someone who just shows up out of the blue and then walks away without even telling me anything else.
I didn't think you wanted to speak in front of your comrades.
All right, well, let's go go someplace more private and discuss more if we can.
If my employer wishes this conversation to be private, it is private. I can guarantee that. Does not matter where we are. And if you want to speak this in front of your friends, that is fine. I just wanted to give you options.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, I need to know a little more, and if I can trust you, and why I should trust you. Because
I do not know how much you know of our history of our land. I am what's known as a reaper.
And what is that?
Well, part of it is I cannot lie. I can abstain
what?
from telling the truth, but I cannot lie. That is one of the
God,
things.
that's gotta suck. Sorry, I'm not there.
No, from across the bar. Man,
Okay,
that's gotta
guys,
suck.
I gotta take a moment. I gotta go help the kids real quick. I'll be right back. I apologize. We'll take a 5.
Okay.
So, shit really hit the fan.
You're gonna get caught. They're gonna
Yeah,
put you in jail. And we're
because
gonna-
these folks are not gonna let us leave.
Well, caught. I don't know about being caught.
the criminals never do. Fucking hilarious though.
Well, yeah. But we still have time to go back to the Mystic Center.
Yeah, I mean it's not over yet. It's not going to be happening right now, probably.
What?
'Cause-
Getting caught?
The only way that you're going to get into the Mystic Sanctum to get anywhere is if Gruck's there, and Gruck's not going anywhere. No, this is a massive party and celebration of the terrific fight that he had. Like, yeah, he's not going anywhere.
And Saxon is verbally filleting you.
I mean, yeah, like he's never had Saxon performing like verbal oral to me before, because that's that's what it's like.
All right, well, let's get back to role play.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, she's talking to you still.
Okay. I forgot the last thing I said.
As to die.
Something about why would I trust somebody who says very little?
And she
then
says, I cannot lie. I can abstain from the truth, but I cannot lie.
Okay, well that's a start, but
Also, give me a knowledge or history or religion, whichever one you have better. Check in if you have either one of those.
Also, how do you know that's not a lie?
yeah.
Can I give him guidance?
You are drunk. You don't even know what guidance is at this point. You've heard of the Reapers, actually. They're actually known as the Anubis Reapers. They serve Anubis directly. They move about the land and do his bidding, bringing him more souls. And keeping the balance.
Huh. But do I know anything about the lying part? If it's true or not?
That part is true, yeah. Anubis Reapers are not allowed to lie. They can just not say anything, but they are not allowed to lie. They are allowed to, like, half cover the truth, like she was just saying my employer, Anubis. You know, but so they can be deceptive, but they don't speak lies.
So, does your employer ever appear on the mortal plane?
In forms. I take it you know the Reapers.
Yeah, I've heard a great deal.
So you know my employer has had many issues with Hades in the past, stealing some souls that were his.
Yes.
Replacing Hades would be a very good thing, but your current employer is in it for selfish means and not giving you the full truth anywhere.
I don't give anybody the full truth.
She is most likely going to betray you at the end and take your place.
Also, I'm not a woman.
That doesn't sound that way.
So, how does she benefit? So you mean she plans on waiting till I kill Hades, then she's going to betray me?
Possibly
Is what
sooner
you're-
and taking the stone from you.
So how, hypothetically speaking, how would I prevent said betrayal?
Betray first.
But I can't make any contact with her. She contacts me.
This is true. To a point. I would just... making sure you are aware that there are issues. I wouldn't say leave. In fact, I'd say keep her close. Keep serving her. Keep doing her bidding. Just be aware of your issues. And be aware that you have friends. Ones that are watching out for you.
I don't know if
How
I
many-
go that far.
Yeah, where were you in the temple? Huh?
I mean,
You're
if it
alive
came
still,
to
aren't
it,
you?
Sorry, should I stop with the color commentary?
if it came to it, I'll break him out of prison.
By slaughtering 40 helpless people.
Uh,
That were
That-
just
wait,
going to the
wait,
temple
yeah.
to worship.
You killed what?
Oh,
You actually don't know anything about that.
Well, okay, then I guess it's a good thing I left.
Okay.
While you were away, I was... Keep going, sorry.
How many Reapers are amongst your organization? How many Watchers do you have? And how far out do you guys spread?
The Reaper's strength is not what it used to be. The country itself has turned its back on the old ways, which is part of the reason we need to restore the balance. I do not want to give you the active number, but I can tell you that there are many that are still working.
Just on Zahor or... Yeah, Zahor, is that where we're at?
The vast majority of us are in Zahor, yes.
I see. Well, I'll take your offer, or whatever this is, into...
It is an extension of friendship.
I'll take it into consideration and think heavily on it. And I appreciate you guys reaching out to me. I don't know how you guys know my plan, but... Actually, yeah, how do you know?
I am not sure how my employer came to the knowledge, but the gods work in mysterious ways. He is the one who
That they do.
passed the knowledge on to me. I do have a gift for you. A token of our friendship. As proof of our friendship. Something that's actually more than Hecate has ever given you. She will reach down and pull out of her boot, from the inside of her boot, a small knife in a scabbard. It is a very nice looking dagger. It has a longer handle than a typical dagger. In fact, the handle itself actually can be held with two hands. And it is a beautifully inscribed hand, like the sheath, the leather part of the sheath has indents, engravings, I don't know what to call it, like embossed into the leather, very elaborate designs. And she will lay it on the table. That is one of two. If you could ever find the other, you'd be unmatched. in strength, but that is a gift for you. And there is there is a boy. I say boy because he's not very old. 18, in fact. That will be showing up at your estate in about roughly a month from now, after you have established your brotherhood of whatever you call it, to join. Take him under your wing. He is Reaper undercover. And with that, she scoots back, stands up, gives you a small bow, looks around the room for a moment, just smiles, turns, walks, and as she walks through the door, she actually disappears. Like, literally, like, into smoke type thing.
Did I get her name?
No. Did you want to ask her name before she leaves?
Yeah.
She will tell you it is Tina. Or T-E-N-I. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Teeny?
Teeny? We'll go with Teeny.
That reminds me of a yogurt commercial.
She had an itsy bitsy tea.
So what's the knife? I mean, like, how do I put that in my inventory?
For now, it actually does have a name inscribed on it. That is the name on it.
And then what does it do? Or
You're not sure.
what? Okay.
It has the inscription on it. It's a dagger. Like, the blade's about that long. The handle's about that long.
It is a +5 steak knife.
Good. And then 18-year-old.
Yep, will be coming. Reaper undercover. You don't know who, like, he just will be coming and you want to take him under his wing. He will be coming from Zahor, obviously.
Will I know him? I mean, will I be able to
Most likely.
distinguish him? Okay.
Well, most likely. Like, you'll probably be able to figure it out pretty quickly.
Okay.
If you can't, that's on you.
Ha.
Alright, so that all has happened. You're sitting there with the sword. If you want to play around with it, you can, or the dagger, technically. Just let me know what you're doing with it if you are playing with it. And we'll fast forward to to when Zach comes in. Keeps glancing at the door, and he approaches you, Saxon.
Like, I'm standing on top of the bar, clearly working. But okay.
But okay.
I will just kind of look down at you, nod, and go back to what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not wasting a nat 20 and an 18.
Yeah. No, you'll be at it for a little bit. Probably another 10 minutes or so after Zach gets there before you'll have finished your story fully. And flawlessly.
I'll
The legend
Make
of
the-
Brook is starting to spread.
I'll tell the guys to hide at Thieves Guild or something and wait for me to call them.
Alright. They will disperse, definitely. You do
And
have
the same thing.
You do have their names. I will give you their names later.
And I tell them, hide very well, and don't talk about anything. We don't know each other, we didn't see anything.
Alright, so
We
finish
were
your,
never even been there.
you finish your story, and you definitely know those are the 5 people that are, well, four of the 5 people that were arrested earlier, that Zach had arrested. You finish your story, he's there near you.
Before they go,
Mhm.
I want to make a deal with them. With the leader.
Okay. Vol text for you. Or message.
Yeah.
Go ahead, type in, like, give a little roleplay type. Well, what's the message you're going to give him, Zach?
I'm going to give you something that I want you to take care of.
Alright.
You don't use it. You don't even make it see the day of light until I need it, okay?
Okay.
Don't okay me. I want to be sure that you understand what I'm telling you.
A little confused, so no, I don't understand.
I'll give you something that I want you to hide.
That I can do.
Until I return. And I need it again.
Very well.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, he seems to be on the certain level.
Okay. I'm gonna give him my rod of rulership.
Okay. He will hide it. I will leave contact info at the Thieves Guild. When you
Okay.
need to seek me out.
Okay. And that's it.
Alright. So, Vol, what are you doing with it?
Hold on.
By the way, I want to make sure that no one sees us trading this.
Okay. Give me a stealth check, then.
It's a 19 plus. Is stealth or sleight of hand?
It would, let's go sleight of hand, actually. That's probably a better, handoff maneuver.
30.
Yeah, you can do it flawlessly. Nobody's gonna catch that. Like, he isn't even aware you put it in his hand until he feels it.
Okay.
Let's see. Alright, so you do go outside, and it feels a little heavier than it should. Like, it's actually got quite a bit more weight to it. At least for a dagger. It actually feels more like, maybe like a short sword in weight. But, I mean, the blade's only that long. So,
Yeah. Is it mostly weighted on the hilt?
no, actually, the blade seems to be the heaviest part.
Really? Is it one of those like you push a button and the blade comes out? And then...
You don't find any buttons on it.
I was just joking. Huh. All right. Well, yeah, I'm splashing, moving around. Do I notice anything different?
Just outside of the fact that it feels good in your hand, it kind of has the same feel that the obsidian longsword gives you. You know, it has. You're sure this is magical. You're just not sure how.
Are there any? This is gonna be bad, but are there any like? Never mind.
No, what are you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna ask if there's any like This is gonna sound really mean, but I'm evil anyway, so screw it. Are there any like homeless people that nobody will care if they are not around anymore?
Yeah, there's quite a few around here.
I try to kind of lure one or go to like a back alley and first, actually, I put the mask on. Aha.
Okay.
I put the mask on. I appear as someone that died. Who? I look like the Purple Flame Gang person that we intimidated. Well, Pink intimidated.
Okay. And you lure a homeless guy into an alley?
And I stab at him.
And you viciously murder him.
Can I have to say this? Like 6 weeks ago, I was clearly the most evil member of this party.
You're like,
Can I-
hey, homeless guy, you're kind of hungry. I got some food right here around the corner. Oh, I am hungry. Come around the corner.
Can I say
Slash
something
did it.
before we see the aftermath?
Actually, I was gonna say, Saxon and Zach, you can give me perception checks, because he will go past the one window. And Saxon, yours is at advantage.
13.
Okay, Saxon, you do see, like, as you're speaking, you're towards the very end of you're like on that last sentence, and you see that guy that you tortured the crap out of just walk past the window. The one that you know died. Vol, give me a wisdom, or no, yeah, call it a wisdom saving throw. With your charisma added to it and everything. It's not actually to control you or anything, it's just to hear a voice that isn't actually there. As you're slashing him, you swear you can hear somebody say, like, you can hear, actually, okay, do you speak Abyssal?
No, I only speak Celestial and Common.
Okay. In Abyssal, you will hear Yusurmana. So you'll have to find somebody who speaks Abyssal to find out what that means.
I speak Abyssal as well.
Oh, good.
So I guess it just depends on which one of the two of us you trust more.
Well, you're a noble.
Alright, so...
I am going to say, however, I'm going to see the guy, I'm going to finish my story, I'm going to hop down from the bar. Whew. I need a moment. And as I walk past Zach, I'll just tap him on the shoulder as a, like, affirmation of well done. And I'm going to walk outside.
I don't think it's a well done. When he does that, I'm going straight to the bar and I get myself hammered.
Drinks are free tonight.
I'm going to drink myself to sleep.
Okay. Alright, so, yeah, you walk outside. And you know where the window is. You kind of come around the corner. You don't see anything there, but you do see, like, there's a large crowd of, like, people that could be going that way. It is getting, like, martial laws being implemented, so people are dispersing. They're heading home. Give me investigation at that point. Alright, you do see a trickle of blood coming out from an alley. Just a little bit down.
I will follow the trail of blood.
You come around the corner, following the trail of blood. It's up a little bit, but you will see a homeless man who has his throat slit out. Volt, what did you do after you did it? Like, you just stood there, like, looking at the sword? Like, I'm assuming, like, this happened pretty quickly thereafter, so, like, you look up and you see Saxon coming at you. You know, dead man at your feet, blood dripping off the dagger. You look like his hated enemy. Saxon, you come around the corner to see him that this guy has murdered an innocent. Not that that really bothers you, I'm sure, but...
The dead one or Vol?
The dead one. He never took off the mask. He still is the dead one.
Yep.
Okay.
He is a member of the Purple Flame gang that you tortured in front of Isaac in order to extrapolate information. This is the guy that you hung by his thumbs, basically, from the mast of the ship. The one that was hung a week later for his crimes.
Oh, and don't forget he had Isaac lie to the rest of us.
I look at Saxon, and I tell him, actually I look at him and I'm like, what's going on?
It isn't the voice of the guy. He'll look at you. What is going on?
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Hold on, well, that changes it.
Well, this is surprising to you too. He says
Well,
that
I know,
he looks
I know.
surprised. Then he says
but
it like he's looking down, like what? What do you do, Saxon?
Okay.
We're like this is gonna be back and forth real quick.
Okay, all these guys slowly. I'm just gonna pull a small dagger out of like the sheath that I have it in,
What the hell are you
and I'm
think you're
going to
doing?
start picking like at my fingernails and be like, "I get to kill you twice. I knew it was a good day."
What the hell are you talking about?
Your voice is still not your own, Vol. You realize that?
I know.
Okay. And Zach understood.
One more thing.
Okay.
So,
No, you guys are still. He said.
No, I'm waiting. Like you sounded like you were busy, so I was just waiting.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Sorry, I was just reading it. You can continue.
Okay, what was the last thing you said, Robert? I'm sorry.
I said, what are you talking about? Because you said you gotta kill me twice. I said, what are you talking about?
That's fair. I didn't kill you. Maybe I'll just start by removing your tongue again.
What?
And then I'm gonna slowly start to walk up towards you.
And I say, Saxon, it's me.
I know it's you. I want to stab you in the gut.
I have
Insight.
a question. Hold on, I have
Saxon
a
insight.
question.
Okay, go ahead.
When people come within my range for that +3 whatever, can they feel that aura?
A little bit, but it's more of a passive thing. It more happens when it happens. Like they can feel your presence when they need to make it. He's definitely not acting like he did before. There is something off about him. The man you tortured was brave to a fault. This one seems a little disconnected and confused compared to where he was.
I also tortured the holy shit out of him.
Yeah, that is true.
Anyway, you want to put your sword away? You want to help me hide this body so we don't get in trouble?
Now Saxon looks confused. I'm assuming that look is in character.
It is. Does he not recognize that his voice is different?
No, he knows. Vol is aware.
I'm choosing to stay like this in case if somebody else is in the corner.
Maybe you should try saying something that only Vol would.
Okay.
Like OOC, your mind is saying that. Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to give you an out.
You're a dick. I'm just kidding. I wanted to reference the Wolverine. Well, Wolverine in the first X-Men. Anyway, what should I say? You're a shitty storyteller.
after you just heard him tell an epic story. Like,
I'm gonna slowly slide the dagger into the back of the sheath. I'm gonna crack my knuckles. And I'm gonna go, and you're a coward.
Make a wisdom saving throw. You can feel the psychic attack on you as he says that. You'll take 6 damage.
Well, this day was surely very eventful.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an interesting day, and it's still not even the part that I wanted to get to.
Yeah, good luck with that, Matt.
With what did you say?
So what do you do?
And well, first I say, why am I a coward?
As you take psychic damage.
Yeah.
Give me an insight check, Vol. Even on a 10, you are aware he thinks you actually are the person you are disguised as.
At this point, I'm gonna start walking up to him.
How do I do this? I don't know. I don't know what to say. That would.
Better come up with something quick.
Can I?
Jesus, what's up with all these 10s?
Alright, roll your. What are you saying for your persuasion?
During our first battle, you were knocked out the whole time.
That definitely doesn't match with what this guy was saying. With this guy you met. When his first battle, you knocked off 2 of his people and totally dominated his ass. Keep going, Vol. Give more. You have, like Saxon's hesitating. So you have
I'm
to...
hesitating, but I'm honestly, honest to God, I'm just trying to give you an out right now. There's a little bit of metagaming going on.
I'm blue. Dubba-dee-dubba-die.
Can I help him?
Yeah, go for it.
Roll an insight.
Okay.
I'm blue. I like that one. I'm wearing a mask, damn it.
Okay, I'm wearing a mask.
Give me your name and tell me you're wearing a fucking mask.
Okay. I'm Vol, Leviathan, and I'm wearing a fucking mask. That's one I got in the dungeon that we were just in. That temple.
What did you buy in the store tonight?
He
What
doesn't
sword?
remember.
You mean the magical item of wings?
Yes.
Yeah.
He just said magical item of wings.
And
This-
discuss with you guys about the teleportation helm.
Blood is still trickling out, ever pooling greater.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
he's
can
definitely
we,
telling the truth. He is on the level. You're aware now
Can we-
this is Vol. You've never seen that weapon before in his hand.
Where'd you
Nor
get
has
the
he
dagger?
spontaneously murdered somebody. He asked where you got the dagger.
Oh, I didn't hear him. It was a gift from a friend. And apparently there's another one like it.
And you just woke up from whatever conversation you were having with whomever and decided to kill a homeless person?
I sensed there magic in this dagger, and I wanted to find out what it was without hurting someone innocent. But obviously he is innocent. Somebody
Without harming someone important.
harming someone important, and someone that death would probably be a gift to them.
And was the dagger magical?
Something was said when I slashed at him, and
You can
I
repeat
don't
what
know
was
what.
said. Like,
Okay, I don't know what it was.
yeah.
That's what it said.
Hispane. And you'll recognize it as Abyssal immediately. He literally just said, "Say my name."
Who gave you the dagger?
The girl that wanted to talk to me, the girl that wanted to talk to me.
Good call, Zach.
Do you speak Abyssal?
I do not speak Abyssal.
The order was say my name.
Say my name, bitch.
At which point, I'm just going to turn around, shake my head, go, fucking rookies, and walk back into the bar.
Alright, well, I'll get rid of this body myself then.
Or just leave it.
Yeah, dude, it's martial law and it's a homeless person. Leave the fucking body.
Okay. I'll just do that then.
The only reason it got so bad of an investigation for Saxon is he murdered a noble. I mean, allegedly murdered a noble on the council member. You know.
Thank you. Tired of this whole guilty until proven innocent. They're not going to go through the kind of trouble they went through with me over a homeless guy. It's just not going to happen.
What about over 40 people?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
one might,
probably. That one's going to raise some eyebrows.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing. So yeah, you head back inside then, Vol, or like it is martial law. You got to get inside within the next 5 minutes anyway.
I try to speak the name. Do I have to say it in Abyssal?
What name?
The name, let's say Anubis.
Nothing happens.
How about what it says on the dagger, wherever the frick it is. Incrementum cultro.
As you say that, give me a strength check. You say it, the sword, the blade just shoots out into a much longer blade. It turns into a great sword. You actually have to catch the handle.
I knew it.
So, it is a great sword. You also
So how-
realize at this point that you could become attuned to it if you wish, and it will give even more benefits.
Yeah. But I have to give up some, don't I?
Yes, you would.
I'll give up those other creatures, I guess.
You don't have
Nice.
those, you don't have those attuned to you. The things you have attuned to you right now are the Wound of Parapet Closure, The wings of flying and the hat of disguise.
So that ring of water walking doesn't need attunement?
That one doesn't need attunement.
Oh, nice.
Nor does
So-
the longsword +1.
Oh, nice. What's the perceptive wound closure again?
That's the one that when you guys take a short rest, you get double the hit points back, and it automatically stabilizes you if you're dying.
Oh. Shit. Dang.
Dump the wings.
So while you're deciding that, you go back in. You guys have a merrymaking for the night. The night goes well. Zach gets plaster drunk. Make a wisdom save, Zach. You're young and you're drunk, and this is probably the most drunk you've ever been.
14.
Okay, 14. He is, like, you guys will hear him babbling about things that don't really make sense at points. You know, basically something he regrets. You just can't tell what he's talking about. The night will go on, though. The next morning will come. You guys will have slept off a very, very nasty hangover for a couple of you.
Is there any strange in the on the premises that evening?
Anything strange happening, or?
No,
He
no,
wants
no.
some
Is there-
poontang.
Yeah, is there any
Oh.
strange for Gruck to get into?
You know what? Give me a persuasion check at advantage, because there's been great stories told about your prowess.
I'll wingman the hell out of him.
I gotta find it. I'm not used to looking for persuasion.
Yes,
Oh!
yes, there is. Gruck ends up. Now, do note there's no rooms here. Like everybody like passes out on benches and stuff. So Gruck just like ends up talking two chicks up and taking them into a corner. So
It works.
and wrecking them.
When does my attunement items, like the number I can do, go up later?
There are ways to do it, but not at your level.
Okay. Does anybody want the mask?
Zach's like,
No, I'm like,
Oh, the urge to just be like, yes.
you don't even need
I,
it.
I raise my hand slowly and I start puking.
Did you sell an item?
Yeah, I sold my bracers.
Okay.
Well, I guess like.
Alright.
No.
The like I said, the night goes by well. A couple people have some strange dreams. I'll tell you about those later on in messages or handouts. But the night goes very uneventfully. You wake up the next morning with a pretty good hangover. Gruck, you wake up naked with 2 naked chicks on you.
What was the total for the night, just out of curiosity?
You never had a touch of gold. You're not sure. After that, just the gold you spent.
I am going to ensure that the bartender is content.
Oh yeah, no, he seems happy.
Okay.
He's
Like, if
asleep
I
under the
needed-
bar, but yeah, he's happy.
I didn't want him to have spent the 50 gold
What?
and basically come out with nothing.
I knew.
idea.
One of the 2 people that is on top of you is the owner of the bar.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So the other is an elf. That makes you feel a little dirty too, but you know, whatever. People wake up with strange things.
Matt,
You know, orc with an
Can I
elf. will- What?
can I trade the mask for another magical item that doesn't need attunement?
You could possibly try, yes.
Am I?
But you'll have to do it the next morning.
That's fine. What would it? What could I trade? Like, what is the masquerade among the like rarity?
It's like a hat of disguise. So I believe it's uncommon. I don't recall right off the top.
Uncommon, yes.
Yeah. So you'd only be able to get like 200 gold for it. It is an ancient item though, like it's unique, so they may give you 300 gold for it.
Can I trade it
If
for-
it's late enough in the day that I'm coherent, I would try to talk you out of that.
Yeah, that's something to just save in your guys' item vault. Honestly, I would.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do that.
Like it's a good enough item to just keep for now. So yeah, the morning goes fairly well. You guys get up. You'll be able to find all your armor and everything. Gruck, you are thanked for a very good night. From many people. People are cheering you on. Mostly, like, hey, Gruck the Mighty, type thing. The bartender will look at you for a few moments with like kind of a lingering stare. Did you have a good night?
I did. And if you would like to take a free shot, you may have one.
I can't control her. I'm just, as long as she's fine. Here's the greasiest part of a rat. Get rid of that hangover for you.
I appreciate it.
It'll keep her nagging ass off me for at least a week. So, I appreciate it, I suppose. You get the feeling that this is not the first time this has happened? That they may have more of a marriage of convenience rather than love?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a pat on the back and like have a laugh with him or something if he's
Kind of one
willing.
of more of those events.
He'll be like, don't push your luck.
Yeah. He doesn't seem like he's your biggest fan, but he's not, angry with you either. So, so you guys will be able to go do whatever you need to do in the morning. I'd say probably just going back.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
You guys will get back
So-
to the God's Isle. Sorry, huh?
Oh, no. Go ahead.
You guys will get back to the God's Isle. The Mage's Sanctum is a little busy. You see people going to and fro. As you guys leave, you'll be heading towards the docks when a messenger boy will come up to Saxon and give you a little tug. He's like 6 years old.
I'll get down on a knee so that he doesn't have to look up at me.
Are you Lord Saxon?
I am, my child. What can I do for you?
You're supposed to meet Ezeria? Is that right? There's he's over there, and he points to towards the warehouse area, towards an alley, kind of in between that leads over to Zyret's warehouse.
What does this child look like?
Just like a normal human child, really. A little dirty. Like, his clothes are a little worn. He's definitely one of the workers' kids.
So,
He's not nobility by any means type thing.
on the poorer side?
Yeah. Not starving, but not,
On the poorer
well,
side. Like
yeah.
the kind of people that I hang out with.
yes.
I'm gonna give him 5 gold and thank him.
His eyes get really wide, and he says, "Thank you." And he skips off.
Well, gentlemen, I shall see you at the house, I suppose. Unless those of you who are acquainted with my friend, our friend, would like to join me.
Zyra,
all
so. Yeah. Alright, anybody else?
I'm gonna pass. Let me know if I'm needed for anything.
I will do that.
There is only one boat going. You only have one boat here. You have one rowboat there and one rowboat here in town. So, if you want to wait for him, you'd have to wait for him either way unless you just want to let him have his own way back. So, Like, I'm not
Well,
trying to
but I
stop
could-
you. Like, you can go to the
But I
bar
could-
and get some hair of the dog.
I thought I was going to Zerat also.
You are. Gruck is.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe if anything, I'd just swing by like the Red Dragon Inn or something, and the hair of the dog, maybe something else to eat.
Zach, who do you want to go with?
I'm going. How heavy is my hangover right now?
It's fairly substantial. You had some good greasy meat before you came back. The teleportation circle definitely didn't help your hangover at all, since it's like a whirling mist as you're going through. You're a little more dizzy, but they're talking about a friend that you don't know. You're both intrigued and dizzy, borderline throwing up at the same time.
How is my memory?
More intact than you wish it was.
How much does a big bottle of wine cost?
Whatever it is in the player's handbook. All right. Well, you have 5 minutes, maybe 10, I think.
Yes.
Okay. So, Zach, what are you doing? I want to get.
I'll
one thing
buy
quick before.
something to drink and go back to the house.
Okay, so you're gonna wait at the boat, basically.
Can I? How much is to hire one? To rent one?
You can get somebody to take you out there and back for a gold.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So Zach's heading back. All right. So Saxon, Vol, you two are heading towards Xerots. I need you to roll me 2 d20s each, please.
Did you type that well?
No, I did not. That was terrible.
Vol just told your natural 20, by the way.
All right. So I have to make sure I have all the information right here. Alright, as you guys are going through, you'll be walking through this one alleyway. And Gruck, you can hear a very familiar sound. Pling. Kind of a twanging noise. You recognize it immediately as the sound of a crossbow that has just been fired.
Where?
Huh?
Where?
They're on the way over to Xerots. They're not there yet.
And it's coming from their direction.
It's coming from. It sounds like a rooftop, actually. You look up and you see a bolt go right down just past Saxon, as you can hear another one being fired too. Like, this is all happening simultaneously. So, and Saxon, this is where you will feel the impact of a bolt hitting you from the left side into your shoulder. Like this, coming out of bloody nowhere. You will take. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You are next to Vol, so you get his bonus.
Go kill that kid.
You'll take 15 damage from the bolt, though, itself. But I do need the Constitution saving throw.
What's his bonus?
+3.
Yeah, no. Lucky.
14.
You want to go with that one, or?
More
Lucky.
16.
I'll go with that one.
Okay. You are going to take half this damage. All right.
So 7.
No.
Oh.
You took the full. You took the
Do I
full
take-
damage from the 15. You'll
I
take
need
half.
my character. Never mind, I could do it on the sheet.
Yeah. So you'll take the full damage from that, the half the damage from the poison, and you will also take.
It doesn't matter, I'm down.
Yeah. Well, it does matter actually. Another 33. No, it does not matter. How much damage did you take altogether?
Jeez,
If that's enough to take you to negative 43.
Hang on. I want to actually make sure of the math.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, because I don't think it is, but...
Okay, 43 minus 15. Am I rounding up on the 61?
Yes,
So
you
is
round
it
up.
31
Yes,
or 30?
31.
Minus 36.
Okay, so you are not dead yet. But, okay, so you see this impact, and you can just see Saxon going down. You look up, and you can see a figure pulling back from that location. As you you can see them moving as they're reloading their crossbow. What do you do, Vol?
I don't know.
Oh. I almost forgot. As you are going down, Saxon, as the impact hits you, you can hear a spell start, a contingency thing that was obviously placed here. A contingency, a magic mouth opens up on the wall, and you will hear this, as well as Vol, as you're going down. Justice has been served.
Who did you piss?
I mean, take a number, man.
All right, so Vol, you have a moment to do something. What are you doing? Saxon is falling. What are you doing?
Yeah, I have like 1 minute, so hurry up.
Or we can stop right there till next week.
Let's stop there. That's a perfect spot.
That's a perfect spot.
All right, so Saxon, you are falling, impacted by an arrow that was clearly poisoned. You could feel it pulsing into your body as you're spinning around, hearing justice has been served, as everything goes dark for you as you hit the ground.
How far away from where we split off was that?
About a block and a half. It was enough time that you guys, the other two, are not aware that this is happening.
Oh, he's alone?
You never split that party.
The only thing is just that I heard the ting of a crossbow bolt in that area.
You would have heard it as well, yeah. You could have heard, you're so hyper aware of battle. It would have been about a block away. That's not something that happens here in town. Could have been a guard shooting somebody, but it's at least piqued your interest enough.
Enough that I'll go check it out.
So you're gonna be 2 rounds behind Vol next week, because that's how long it'll take for you to get to that area.
Can my last words just be, what the fuck?
I will let
So
one word as you're going down.
Anti-disestablishmentarian.
So basically, I'm the only one who doesn't know anything about it.
Yes.
Can I get, okay, Matt, can I get 2 words, and if I can give you a really good reason as to why?
Yes.
They are the words that Kirsty says when she turns around and sees Pinhead
Okay.
at the end of Hellraiser.
What are the 2 words?
Oh, shit.
Okay. Oh shit! This is justice has been served.